What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about esports and what that has to do to change its ability to be successful. Well, what is esports? How do you define it? Well, esports is the idea of competitive gaming, usually in a venue, similar to regular sports. Obviously not as physical, but certainly a mental game that is competitive between usually 2 teams, or maybe in PUBG, in that case, maybe even 25 teams. So that's kind of the definition of esports. Just want to get an idea of what you guys think about at least PUBG and how that's growing to be an esport, if it is even growing as an esport today. See, I'm trying to understand esports in a better manner, and I can use you guys' help and kind of discussing it if you guys are open to that kind of thing. If not, we can always talk about other random things. So like, I've been watching esports. I've been watching, keeping up to date with PUBG, Overwatch, Dota, League of Legends, and it seems like particularly League of Legends and Overwatch are very popular games. And I wonder if that has anything to do with their financial well-being, or is it just because they are better games in general? So looking that up, I saw that League of Legends and Overwatch both have franchises, which means that they have a deal where teams have to pay in to access tournaments at a higher level. They have higher restrictions, and usually it costs like millions of dollars to get a spot in to compete in these games. Compared to Dota, and I think also compared to PUBG, it's more there's a less barrier to enter the game. More teams available. To me, it makes it more difficult to find consistency of a team. And that kind of hurts the longevity and the comfort ability, I guess, for sponsors or other organizations that help fund like tournaments, events. Makes it difficult to pay for those things when there isn't a consistent team that will always compete in these matches. So is this something I've been thinking about? Well, that was interesting. And I don't know. Trying to get my head around the idea of what would be good for PUBG, what would be good for esports as a whole. Because I think there's a lot of area that can be fixed in esports, because you have sport teams like baseball, basketball, soccer, making millions of dollars, getting a ton of revenue from sponsors and partners, while esports is not getting that level of sponsorships, even though esports is making a ton of viewers, or having a ton of viewers. It just seems like there should be more to it. Like, why doesn't it add up? It shouldn't. It's not like viewers automatically mean money. But if people really cared, oh, that scared me. If people really cared to make it profitable, I would imagine that would be the way do it, kind of similar to how baseball, basketball is done, and how that revenue is shared between teams. It just seems like a rational way to do it. I don't know. If anyone has any thoughts on that, we'll really appreciate it. I just think this is a growing, what would be the word for it? Industry, I guess, that has not quite made it out of the beginning stages. And I'm trying to understand why that is. I think having a more successful PUBG following comes from franchising the business. It seems to me that the only thing holding back esports is that teams don't have multiple ways to make money, and tournament venues don't have multiple ways to utilize those teams in a very consistent manner. Right? If you had consistent teams that you follow, right? There are probably teams you follow right now, Team Liquid or Cloud9. You probably know those teams. There might be some teams that I don't know and you really like. But if you want this game particularly, whether it's mobile or PC or console, to be successful, it needs to have sustainability for businesses to flourish. Because if you don't have that consistency, investors are not going to want to buy into these games. And it's also very important to get the feedback from people who love playing the game. They don't want it to get ruined by corporate greed or anything like that. I certainly don't want that to happen either. But I think this is kind of a separate issue to that. That this isn't something that corporations would affect in a negative way. Just, it needs more eyeballs. It needs, well, it doesn't need more eyeballs. What it needs is to utilize the viewers that it has into money, right? Advertisers want eyeballs on their product. A lot of people view esport content. So there's an easy way. There seems to be a very good connection between esports and the potential of advertisers making money. But what about... I just don't see how it's not, at the moment, being as big as other professional sports. I think it could be the consistency. You know, people just, even though it's big right now, esports, and people are watching at a very high, consistent rate, I think there's a lot of stigmatism against video games in the first place. That kind of, and I guess the unknown from a business that aren't used to the idea of trying to sponsor esport teams. That the idea of watching another person play a video game is very foreign to them, and though it doesn't seem or never seemed like a profitable way of making money, so why would it be now? I guess that's the view of many people who don't know that changes have been made. So I guess it's more of an educational standpoint from esport teams that they need to inform potential sponsors in a better way. That could be an issue that needs to be worked on. Playing their favorite game is getting bigger. I guess the other thing I guess you're talking about is that there are so many different games out there that it's hard to focus on one game for a company to make money. So like if, let's say, PUBG just dies next year and then there's another game that comes out, then they would have to, so then they would have to, I'm getting shot at, hold on one sec. So then, but the thing is, teams have multiple genres of games usually. Like Liquid and Cloud9, they're part of, I think, League of Legends, Overwatch, PUBG. So I don't think like that's a particular issue with this. But it could be. I mean, I'm trying to get you guys' opinion because I've been thinking about it for a pretty long time, trying to understand why this isn't bigger than it is, I guess. Mobile, what's your opinion on mobile taking over consoles these days? I think it's not that high. If you look at China, they don't have a lot of people on PCs, so mobile gaming is huge over there. It could be because of income inequality, possibly, as it becomes more difficult. Oh, someone just went in this house. As it becomes if income increases in China, I think PCs would become better. It's I think it's mostly a graphics issue because you'll never have a game in mobile that will have better graphics than PC. If you do, then you can create an awesome console game or an awesome PC game with better graphics than you do here. So it just won't happen from an esports standpoint, like if you're trying to get viewers to watch. Gaming, though, like popularity, I think mobile will become more popular, certainly, because it's easier to get games on mobile than it is on PC, just because most people have a phone rather than a computer. But I still think popularity from an esports standpoint to get like people watching games is still going to be a console in PC world. That's not going to change, I don't think. Unless there's a game possibly that doesn't rely on the graphics that will be hugely popular in an esports fashion. I don't know what that is going to look like because so far all games in esports have great graphics. Or at least the popular ones do. I made a mistake. He's behind that rock, right? He's gonna have to move. I don't know if he's just scared or maybe I missed him moving. He threw a smoke. He went in. He's moving out. Oh, he went in the car, didn't he? I stink. Oh, please clip that. Oh, my last shot. Jeez. I really butchered that one until the end there. Thank you. Oops, didn't mean to shoot. I'm sure that set off alarms. I think it's pretty low on this one. It's just solo, so I don't usually play this one that often. It's probably like at Diamond or something, because it is kind of bloody. Like that's a bot. Yep, that's not a bot though. He's going to pay close attention to me. There he is. Thanks, buddy. It's getting close. It's 1v1. H-Crusader making his way over to the right side of the circle, trying to find an angle on these players. Maybe he takes a high road. Trying to find that high point where you can look down on the players, probably prone. Looks like the circle's going to be on the opposite end for him. Let's just find the edge of the circle, make sure no one's around here. Thanks, bud. As he makes his way over to the next circle, he does not see him. Currently using his MK14, if that's the name of the gun, I actually don't remember. Does not spot him. He's just in the open, next to the shed. Hoping to find a clean shot for a head. Finds a flare gun. Will shoot it if he is ballsy enough. For fun. Now, do I have two? No. Won't give. I don't have extra ammo for that. Well, he should know where I am now. Come on, man. Don't make this any longer than it has to be. Oh, thank you. Alright, this guy must be in the house. I don't know where else he is. I do a little bit. Not like for real though. I recently joined a team to be a commentator. But I haven't done one yet. And that will come up soon. I'm sure I'll post some of my videos up in this Omelet Arcade eventually. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm gold. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Steak. There he is. You coming on? I took the day off for the interview. Later. I'm not done yet. I'm actually just relaxing. I was just doing some research on the company. Now I'm taking a break. Skype. So phone, I guess, or computer. Yeah, I've never had a Skype interview. That's It'll be interesting. I'm not used to talking to a screen. Like, even for work, I don't talk like WebEx. And like having to see the person and me seeing them. The verification tick, what's that? I don't even know. I guess I should know that. Let's see, where should I go? Arthur, do you want to pick my spot? I have it. It's weird where you look at the camera. Yeah, I feel like I would assume I would like to speak in a higher tone as well. Pachinki, yeah. Let me fall into Pachinki. I'm sure it's right over here. Just across the water, swim over there and go. I'm sure their islands are really close. Too late. Too late. No worries. Next time I'll do boot camp next time. That's where everyone says to go. Whenever I ask chat where should I land, it's always boot camp. I think you guys just want to see me die or maybe do something amazing. I'll take that, I guess, more likely. But Paradise, where's Paradise over here? Paradise is where is it? I thought it was on this map, isn't it? Couldn't even find it. What do I have? M16. The worst automatic gun in the game. I actually want to see those brutal close range kills. Yeah, it's good. Okay, I trust you then. You just want to see me do well. That's the fans I'm looking for. I got one on me. Oh, I totally missed this guy. Totally missed the angle there. He had a QBZ. Or QBU? Is that the name of it, right? Yeah, QBU. Ooh, favorite gun. I mean, they changed because they just added a few. It used to be obviously the M4. I think most people do. I still think it is. The AKM has now gotten a lot better since the update. It's a little bit more consistent, easier to control, and obviously just has the bigger bullets that cause bigger damage. But hard to say exactly how I feel about all these guns so far. I need to practice with them. QBU, I'm not really sure how much better it is. Using 5 ammo. Kind of like the Mini, I suppose, then. It's a crapshoot. Still learning. What was that? I'll take that. Thank you very much. How far is the next one? Pretty much opposite. Fancy looking kill on the QBU last round deserves some compliments now. It certainly does. I'm trying to use it more and more. I'm not sure if it is the better gun out of like a Kar 98 but I'm trying to use it just to see how I like it. And so far it's been pretty good. I've had a few, I'd say few headshots where it didn't get the automatic kill. And I'm not sure if that's a product of maybe my shooting. Maybe it wasn't a headshot and I just thought it was. But the Kar 98 obviously would be a great headshot. You know, if it hits the head, it's pretty much a death. Unless they have a level 3 helmet, I think. Okay. No one saw that. Moving on. So my speedometer says I'm going 0 miles per hour. What's going on? It should increase, shouldn't it? I feel like the control. So kind of cutting back to esports, if anyone's still watching. What do you guys think about the state of affairs of esports today? What would you like it to be changed if you want it to be changed? Do you enjoy watching esports, I suppose, in tournaments? Do you go to the tournament venues sometimes? I think the Barclays Center is one of the biggest ones. But in general, how do you like it? How do you guys enjoy it? I guess main question. I like floated through that window. It's missing some attachments, huh? What? What? Am I missing it? He's like right over here somewhere. I saw footsteps. To be honest, I thought I heard it the other direction, but then I looked at the map and it was behind me. So then I looked behind, but I didn't see anything. It's not under it. Did he just vanish? Maybe he's made his way to the next circle without me noticing. Might be it. How far is it? Not far. Alright, I'm in it. Probably from the apartment there. Yeah, it's a pretty good gun. No recoil. And it sounds pretty strong. Definitely better than the Mini. Another sniper suppressor. Wish that was an AR. Oh, there's an AR. Guess I can't pick that up. It took a little bit of time. I guess that was the one, right? BGY Gaming, welcome back. Oh, shoot. I don't see him at all. I don't know why I couldn't see him. Is he taken out? Nope. Two left. I think one's on top of the rock. Nope. Did I throw that high? No. Oh, I thought that was good. Maybe he wasn't in that one. Maybe he's in that one. Nope. Somehow the grenade didn't kill him. Maybe it hurt him. To the number one follower. This is going to be my last one for the day, or for now. Okay, go back and do some research on something I've been working on. Any idea where to land? It looks like I am second place with this plane. Land boot camp.